intense road battle, a ton of adjustments in the second quarter, a ton of adjustments at halftime. Our first quarter, we were a little flat. Our fourth quarter, we were really flat. And the second and third quarter, I think we were a high-level basketball team. And yeah, yeah, I mean, I think no excuses. Everybody knows that was the fourth game in a week. And, you know, I had intended on playing the bench a little bit more than I did. But those second and third quarters were so important to stay in control of the game, which I thought we had taken control of the game. But going into the fourth, you know, I had some really tired kids, and you know, Kelsey and Carla have been playing heavy minutes. Destiny has not been playing that much. Lola has not been playing that much. Julie, I mean, and but it was a road game that you were in, so you just kind of had to go with what was working. Offensively, you know, I'm okay with it. We really had some foggy brains in the fourth. I'm going to live with that. I'm going to learn a little bit more and understand that I got to trust my bench some more in the third quarter. But defensively, we really, you know, they're a tough challenge. But I think that they just beat us to the ball when so much in the fourth quarter. Just so many times did they beat us to the ball in a tightly contested game. We gave effort, we gave energy. We got beat to the ball in the fourth and blew some mental reps. But it's, you know, we haven't had a lot of chance to do physical reps, and they were real physical with us, and you know, we just blew our reps. We really did. And I'm in this as much as the players. I'm not pointing any fingers. That was just the nature of the beast. I thought we did a really solid job coming back from that first quarter, and really second and third quarter, I thought we were a pretty special basketball team. So I'm gonna keep my faith there.
If you have any questions, please use the raise hand function. Go ahead, Michelle.
All right. Hey, Katie, what'd you tell the team at halftime? And you're coming, you know, going into halftime, that layup right at the buzzer right there, you guys, you know, took the lead. What did you tell the team at halftime there?
Well, we made a lot of adjustments, and I spent a little bit more time with the coaches trying to make some of the defensive adjustments that normally our defense has held, you know. And so when we score 66, it's been a minute since we've scored 66, and our defense didn't hold. So halftime was, you know, we tried to make some great adjustments, and offensively, I thought we got to the free throw line early in the third, which we wanted to get them in a little bit of foul trouble. So the players, I mean, honestly, marched out the quarter break, going into the second, did everything we needed them to do. Third quarter did everything we needed them to do. But Boston College is good, and they got a lot of firepower. They had a ton of confidence. Taylor Soule was phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And then they hit the threes when they needed them. You know, they hit, you know, a couple threes that were guarded and a couple that were breakdowns. But, you know, they played well at home. If Boston College is shooting 9 from 16 from the three, and Taylor Soule's going to have 23 points, and we're a very, very, very good defensive team. So sometimes you got to tip your hat to the other team and say, wow, that was just a special performance by them, because they had great balance, and you know, we had to defend a lot of the court. I thought our freshman guards dogging the ball were phenomenal with Lachey and Julia, and I thought they did their job. But you know, there was a lot going on in the paint there, and they got 34 points in the paint against us, and that's why we lost.
Thank you.
Next question from Andrew Klein. Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, Coach, what do you think is the most important thing to take away from this game with still one game left on this road trip?
Yeah. Just to keep the team in it. I mean, we can't be devastated by this loss at all. I think it makes that Florida State win that was so important, that to get a road win in this stretch, to get that Georgia Tech win at home in this week. I mean, golly, like, I can't be like this week was not a failure by any stretch of the imagination. We beat a ranked opponent. We beat our rival on the road. And now we just got to focus up and go to Wake Forest and really grab a game that we felt we left on the table at home when we had that 25-day layoff. But this is, I mean, the ACC, you know, 8 or 9, 10 NCAA bids, 6, 7, the top 25. Like, this was not, we did not play horribly until the fourth quarter. This is a great, Boston College is really good, and they beat Notre Dame. And people called that an upset. I called that one from the beginning of the year. Like, Boston College is a very, very talented team, and their starters played extremely well, and they got the contribution off the bench from Dickens that they needed. And so, and they played us tough. They played to the scout really well. So, I'm not looking at Miami right now going, oh no, not by any stretch of the imagination. We lost to a very good team who played very, very well at home and needed to make the extra pass to beat us, and they did.
Next question from Wyatt Kopelman. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Coach, a team high 4 assists from Carla Urjevets aside from her sharpshooting afternoon at 5 for 6. What did you notice out of her ability to share the ball in addition to knock down some critical shots?
I'll tell you, they really chased Kelsey around. They weren't going to let Kelsey be open. I thought it was going to have to be a Destiny and a Carla to help us out in scoring. With Jalea, they played her to the scout pretty well. So I thought Carla and Destiny played like veterans, and I could barely take them off the court. And in the end there, I think Des took a shot that she was just kind of tired and exhausted. Carla did a drive that she probably would take back. But we shot 77% in the second quarter. We shot 50% for the game. Our 3-pointers didn't drop because I thought they did a nice job. They got in Kelsey's head a little bit. Offensively, those performances, 66 points on the road in the ACC game. It was our defense. It was our defense that didn't hold.
And then just a quick follow-up, if I may. Jalea Williams, another double-digit performance, 5 rebounds as well. What have you noticed about her energy that's continued to be contagious and give the veterans the spark when they need it on this road trip?
Oh, yeah, her energy is great, and we expect a lot of her. And, I could have called a timeout. She had the ball. She was scoring off the ball screens, her pull-ups in the first half. So in the early in the fourth, the shot clock's running down. Jalea has the ball. Lola's going to screen. I mean, this is how much I trust her. I didn't call a timeout, and we ended up, the play didn't work out. And I said afterwards, do I need to call a timeout there? Or are you going to be a grown woman? And she's like, I'm a grown woman. And I said, okay, but that's where she's elevated herself to the point where when Jalea has the ball in a 10-9-8 situation, she's been making plays for us. I mean, Georgia Tech, she won the game in that same scenario. So she's elevated herself to not just a talented player, but somebody that we really trust, that we expect to make plays for us.